The Tigers are a game up on the Toronto Blue Jays for best record in the American League, and Toronto had just seen one of their best players go on the injured list, Bichette, with a left knee sprain. It was announced earlier this week that he is on the shelf, the 15-day or the 10-day IL, retroactive Sunday, which tells you it may not be that bad, but considering the position he plays and the type of player that he is, where he tries to take extra bases and he's an aggressive swinger, what does a left knee sprain do to a guy who plays in his style?
So there's two thoughts here. One, they're one game out, like you said, but I think they're pretty much guaranteed a wild card. Losing him right now, maybe they're looking ahead for the playoffs. We want 100% for the playoffs. That knee sprain, they're calling it a sprain. I mean, there's 4 different grades of knee sprains. I think we have the anatomy on that too, but I think it's a simple injury. It was a contact injury. It didn't look like his knee like flung around. It looked like full contact right on the knee. So does he have a little bruising that's going to cause the discomfort and a little ligament strain, which typically will heal within 5 to 7 days? If they want to do it the 15-day, then that was a coaching player decision to say, let's get the maximum right now. Let's go for the long run in the playoffs. So I think it was a playoff decision. I think they're confident they can get there without him. Is that too lofty, or was he just not able to be productive? I mean, he's the shortstop there. It's an integral part of the team, and he's an energy bunny out there.
Yep.
So he brings a lot. And when you're seeing different clips of the knee. I know we have it up on the screen there. You're looking at a simple strain grade 1, which is just a stretching, versus grade 2, where you have a little micro tearing, and then grade 3, where you're more concerned. So he's probably in between that grade 1, grade 2, because grade 3, we would have heard other stuff unless they're gonna, we didn't hear about the MRI reports or anything like that. It is Toronto, so I don't know how much we care. I mean, we control our own destiny, so we're not really worried about anybody below us at this point. But I think with this, I think he's between that 1 and 2. They're playing it conservative, and I think they're confident they're going to get in the playoffs, and they want a guy who's 100% when they start.
Speaking of control your own destiny, right now the San Francisco 49ers, they control their own destiny in the NFC West, but their quarterback isn't doing too hot. He has a shoulder as well as a toe. Kyle Shanahan came out and said, look, we are not sure that he's going to play in this game. In fact, they're leaning to the fact that he probably will miss this game. Mac Jones will be your quarterback for this game, at least as of now. How bad does the shoulder and the toe have to be if week 2, a team like that with the 49ers and Brock Purdy, $50+ million man, for them to sit him potentially, how bad does he have to be hurt, and what does that look like for the 49ers?
And it's his non-throwing shoulder, Doc. It's his left shoulder and the toe,
yeah.
Right.
I think you're probably more involved with the toe. Turf toe, it baffles our medical community. Huh?
The sesamoid bone.
Sesamoid bone. So that's not an important bone, but the generic term we'll throw as turf toe. It's still a mystery to the medical community. We have not been able to get a great handle on it. I'll admit to it, and probably some of the doctors out there, if they are listening, are going to argue with me. But it just seems like that ongoing nagging injury that you're really dependent on the player to feel, because when he's positioning, he has to push off. He creates some power from that. That's more of the issue. His left arm, that's okay. That's an early season decision. It's not his throwing arm. I guarantee you, if we're in the hunt of the playoffs at the end of the season, he'd probably be playing right now. He'd get a little bit more secret sauce. They probably want to give their backup quarterback some experience right now. Let him go. I don't even know I forget who they're playing this week.
Saints.
I know
they got the New Orleans Saints and Spencer Rattler.
That doesn't concern anybody.
That Wi-Fi is a little bit concerning. A little bit about the turf toe is like a bone and it splits in half. So I had a turf toe deal my senior year at University of Michigan during training camp, and they set me down a couple days, maybe 2-3 days, and it was basically how bad the bone cracks, like where that turf toe is. I know Doc's can come back here and correct me, but it's how bad that bone cracks can depend on what you can do and what you can do. My level wasn't cracked as much. It hurt like hell. But it wasn't like Deion's level where his turf toe essentially got him out of the NFL. It's that crack. How big is the crack and what can you tolerate? I could tolerate a lot in that sense, but the more that thing opens up, I think the more you have to sit down or even retire in the case of Deion for a while, Doc.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I mean, there's little orthotics and things we can do to cushion it. There's injections that we used to do back in the day. Some of the biologics have proven to be very helpful, but again, they need time to work. It's not a 4 or 5 day fix. Could you do a certain type of injection to get him pain-free for 4 hours of the day? Yeah, but that causes more damage. So again, I think it's a conservative decision by San Francisco. We want to have him healthy. These are nagging injuries that can last a long time. So I think they just want to be a little bit more conservative at this point. I think he'll be fine. I think let's see, 2 or 4 weeks or 2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks. Does anybody know how?
They're saying
Put
2
it
to
on the
5.
IR for-
Yeah, they're
5.
saying 2 to 5
Yeah,
right
2
now
to
for
5.
Purdy. Yeah. Before we let you go, you were on the field with the BYU team, were you not, this week?
Yeah.
Were you with the
Yeah,
dance team?
The doctor, I'm out.
That's what I
What
go
are you
to see.
talking about? Is with this. They actually weren't practicing at the time. I was on the football field, and the Samoans were out there in strength.
Doing the hockey.
These guys are large up close. They're very large up close. And I'm actually out here with Dr. Gross, one of our docs out here. We're at a conference, and this was a play that I thought was designed to come to me. As we watch it, we're right on the practice field. I didn't know the play was to me.
Hey, Doc, I'm gonna tell you a
Literally, the ball
secret.
landed at my feet.
Doc, I'm gonna tell you a secret. That
What's
play
that?
wasn't designed for you. It was designed to hit you. The quarterback just didn't get the ball there. They were trying to hit you. The quarterback just didn't have enough mustard on that arm.
Okay,
Crack
but
it up.
the way they said it, it's like,
Look at
Jack,
that.
you
See,
weren't
look.
ready.
Yeah, he tried to hit you. He tried to hit you. He tried to hit you. The receiver gave
I'm like, what's going on
a
here?
little bit of an effort to fake you out. That was intentional. I'm glad you're okay.
before
Glad you
both
made it out
So
safe.
that is.
Yeah, they tried to
I
they
felt
tried to
that
hit you.
That was a loving touch, right?
Yeah,
that was
100.
giving the love out to the doc. But no, yeah, we're having fun out here. It's beautiful. We're expanding our business, obviously, out here to Utah and our philosophy. And, I'm going to be a guest speaker out here. So I'm coming in Sundance in November. So they asked me to come out to see what the conference was about, which I appreciate the love from the sports medicine guys out here. And it doesn't suck to be here right now. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, well,
It is.
congratulations on
indeed.
expanding that business out there. They're lucky to have you. Safe travels back home when you do come home. Thanks for, as always, joining us here on the Braylon Edwards Show on a Thursday afternoon, buddy.
If
Be
you need
safe.
an ambassador, you know what I'm saying, just let me know because I can travel. I do travel.
Oh, absolutely, they'd take you. Come on. Hey,
100%.
before we get to the mailbag, I wanted to ask you this about wide receiver. Malik Neighbors had a little bit of an issue, it seemed like, with Brian Dable.
Shocking.
We've seen some blow-ups on the sidelines with coaches and players and with